deeper part of ourselves. The natural beauty, lovely gardens, beautiful flowers, adorable animals, the mountains, the rivers, the forest, and much more fills us with lot of energy. It helps us to transform ourselves. Perhaps this transformation is alchemy of nature. The word alchemy in the Middle Ages means changing of the base metal such as lead into gold. When we are with nature, the alchemy gives us wisdom, transforms our thoughts, and makes us feel better. On this note, I would like to welcome you to the channel of Doshi Classes. In this video, we are going to study a wonderful lesson from Standard 10th English textbook, and the name of the lesson is, by now you must have guessed it right, Alchemy of Nature. This wonderful lesson is written by the renowned author Raksha Bharadia. The lesson starts with a beautiful lines or quotes written by William Blake. To see a world in the grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. The author says, something as tiny as the grain of sand can spark off an idea or an imagination of a huge significance to the world. Well, the idea of seeing the world as one grain of sand is quite amazing. Think of the world as one, just one, and not many. Everyone thinks the world is huge, the biggest thing. So to think the world as a small grain of sand is really very impressive. The author explains the further lines of William Blake in the following words. One can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as wildflower and derive the joy forever. Only one should have the eyes and time to see it. This means there can be many beautiful things around us. Some of them can be very small and very common like a wildflower. Many times we ignore them, but when we look at them, we can feel the beauty of heaven and experience a great joy. Infinity is the endless space, but your small palm can hold the destiny of the earth through your efforts. Infinity means endless like space. Your small palm means with your efforts, and destiny of the earth means the future of the earth. By your efforts, you can change the destiny that is the future of the earth. Eternity means endless time, but just an hour of your life can make the difference to the world forever. Eternity means never ending time or endless time. But within an hour of work in your life, you can make the better world. The great deeds can surpass the limit of time and space. They never die. This means the good work or the great deeds never die. They surpass means they exceed the limit of time. The good deeds, the good work remains forever. We instinctively turn to outdoor activities and nature as a way of relaxing and enhancing our well being. Nature smoothens and nurtures. Nature fulfills and motivates. Nature whispers and commands. Are you listening? Instinctively means without any cautious thought or naturally. Enhancing means enriching or improving. Smoothens means gentle. Nurture means to take care and to protect. In these lines, the author says, for relaxing or improving our well being, we naturally go for outdoor activities. Nature gently takes care, protect, fulfill our needs, and motivates us. Nature whispers. It speaks very softly with us. Sometimes it commands, that is, it dominates and gives order. For this, one should listen to nature carefully. When I do it, it it leaves me in complete awe. Awe means a great wonder. When the author listens to nature carefully, she feels a great wonder or an amazement. In this lesson, the author has given us number of examples by which we understand the alchemy of nature. The author says, we have a hibiscus plant in our garden. Every fortnight a flower blooms, means blossoms on it, a big, bright and tender. Through the day it smiles with sun and dances with wind. But as the evening approaches, it starts wilting, means it starts drying and drooping. The morning after, it withers, that is, it dries and decays completely. And by the evening, it falls and becomes one with the earth again. The flower comes to life only for a day, yet it does so in full splendor. What if we live our life, however short, to the fullest? Here it is wonderful to see that how does the hibiscus flower makes most of its short lifespan. Hibiscus smiles with the sun and dances with the winds. Hibiscus comes to the life only for a day, yet it makes most of the day by living its short span of life to the fullest by smiling with the sun and dancing with the winds. Perhaps the flower knows it is going to wither at the end of the day, but still it enjoys the life to the fullest. Nature is the backdrop of our life. We learn many things from it, and the hibiscus flower teaches us that the purpose of our life is, after all, to live and to live it to utmost. That is, it is not the days in our life that counts, but the life in the days that counts. Now, the author comes up with the next example. We went to the rocky beach and saw the spread of majestic ocean, that is very impressive ocean, and the rocks alongside, carved, sculptured, and shaped by water. Water is so gentle, rock is so hard, and yet, as the water flows over it every day, for years, the rocks give in and takes the shape that the water commands. Interestingly, the hardness of the rock may be the problem for the gentle water, but the gentle water could carve the hard rock with its persistent efforts. And the beauty is, the rock also takes the shape that the water commands. Here, the nature gives us another example of life, that it does not matter how many times you fail, but it definitely matters if you don't try. In this example, who is stronger, the water or rocks? Well, I think the water is stronger, and this is because its qualities of persistence and perseverance. Water could not only carve the hard rock with its persistence effort, but it could also give the shape that the water commands. Our problems are so colossal, that is, extremely large, great, huge, and massive, and we are so small. And yet, if we persist, we saw small bits of grass peeping through the small crack in a concrete pavement. This led us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. Tender grass can find its way in hard concrete. Perhaps this is because of the don't give up attitude of the grass. Grass must have found it very difficult to locate a place where it can grow on hard concrete. But its hard work, don't give up attitude made the grass find its sustainable area. We saw a tree bare of all leaves in cold winter months. We thought its chapter is over. That is, we thought the tree was dead. But the 3 months passed, spring set in, and the tree was back in its green majestic once again, full of leaves, flowers, birds, and life. What if we too had the convince that However difficult things are right now, it will not remain forever. Remember, this too shall pass. Let me explain why trees shed their leaves in winter. Water gets frozen in cold winter, and therefore there is a lack of water for the trees. To retain the water in themselves, some trees shed their leaves in winter. And when the warm springs come in, the trees are full of leaves and flowers once again. Here are some interesting lines that we can learn from the nature, and that is, when we can't calm the storm, calm yourself. The storm will pass. So, the difficult days in the life will pass. When there is a bad time, remember, it won't be the same forever. We saw an army of ants lugging to a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it on the frail feelers, and carried it to a quiet distance. Their teamwork and perseverance were impressive. What if we too are consistent, organized, and focused? The small ant may find it difficult to carry a big fly, so the ants organize themselves, do teamwork, and impressively carry the fly to their destination. Spider webs are delicate yet very strong. A rainbow colors the entire sky. Oysters take in a grain of sand and they open up with a pearl. Innumerable stars shine across the infinite sky. Clouds take new shape with every passing moment. The winds make trees dance with an unhindered passion. Water, without a hint of ego, changes its form according to the dictates of the sun and winds. And when we see a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, a flower turn into a fruit, we experience the alchemy of nature. We touch it and become gold ourselves. Raksha Bharadiya at the end has given number of examples enumerating the nature is a backdrop of life. And when we look deep into the nature, we understand everything better. We got infinite things to learn from alchemy of nature. Alchemy, that is the mysterious power or the magic that can change things. I hope you must have understood this lesson. Thanks for watching.